In this video, I'll show you how to add an image to your website using HTML. So before I started, I went ahead and created an image, dropped it in my root folder, it's called image.jpg. So let me close out of this and move this out. Let's go ahead and place it right below my link. Just kind of keep things easy for right now. So the code we'll write is img src, and this just stands for image source. I'm going to add my quotes, end that. And the way it's going to work is that all I'm going to have to do is type the path to my image right between those quotes. Since it's just in the root folder and it's not in a subfolder within my root folder, I can just type the image name. So my image is image.jpg. Save, refresh my page. Great. So now my image has been put on my page. A couple quick things to think about. I did mention this since it is in the root folder. There may be times when you're working on a website and you might have another folder which will keep all your images in and just call it images, we'll say. So let me drop that in and just show you what's going to happen here. So right now in my root folder I have an index.html and I have an images folder with a image JPG inside of it. So if I refresh my page, it's not there anymore, and we can see that the web browser is telling me that there's a broken link. And it's looking for an image, but there's nothing there. It's important to remember that if we go back to our code, in our code we're telling the HTML exactly where the photo's at. So since we moved it, it's looking for the photo and it's not there, so it just has a broken image photo. All you have to do, if you put it into a folder, and remember my folder is called images, just type images / signify that it's in that folder, and then the image is image.jpg. I'll refresh, and there's my image again. One other thing you may come across while you're working on this is to actually decide you want to change the size. Now, you could crop some or change it in Photoshop, but you can also change the size using HTML. The way we would write this is that we would just write out the width. So we'll say width equals, and then same with the height. And I'm just going to change the size, just kind of whatever to show you. So we'll say we're going to have the width set to 150 pixels. And this is going to be in proportion, but I'll just say this is going to be 150 pixels too. Let me refresh. So you can see that it resized my image. Pretty easy. Here I'm doing with pixels. Even if I don't signify pixels here, it'll still size it in pixels. Let me save that, refresh. There we go, the image is still the same size. One other thing that you may see when working with images is an alt tag. So the way alt tags work is we'll type alt equals, and one thing to remember with all this stuff, it's still confined within our initial image source tag. So you can see the caret starts here and it ends here. So all this stuff, the alt tag, the width, the height, are all contained within this image source tag. And the reason we have alt tags is just in case your image doesn't load, we just want to have a little bit of descriptive text just to explain, what the actual image is. So even if our images don't show, people still know what it is. So I'll just say my image is Lake Michigan. Save that, refresh. We'll see we don't see any change in the image, but like I said, if the image doesn't load, people will see this text and they'll know what it's supposed to be.